Welcome back to another Message of Hope, intuitive tarot and oracle reading with me, Kim O'Neill. These are simply intended to be light-filled and hope-filled messages for you wherever you are on your journey. This is not intended to be predictive. We are going to take a look at past, present, future just to give us some context. And today I am centering the reading on the question, what will people think of me? Because even if you already know, it doesn't matter what other people think of you. You get to be you in this world. This is your life. Most of us at some point or another have had that question creep up, right? And so if you find yourself in a space where you're wanting to do something new, to branch out, maybe you're on a healing journey or a spiritual journey, any kind of journey that is taking you in new directions, you may have that question appear, whether it be consciously or maybe subconsciously holding you back. So let's take a look. What is the message that wants to come through if you're in that space of asking, what will people think of me? Okay, so let's see. And I want to say, give yourself grace and ease, because we're all here navigating this human journey, right? And yeah. Okay, I'm going to stay quiet for a moment while I pull some cards and just see what wants to come through. Okay, for the past position, what card wants to come through? Ooh, love, love, love that. Okay, for the present position. Ooh, it cracks me up. Okay, for the future position. What wants to come through? That was fun. All three of them did that, didn't they? Okay. Okay. So let's see for the past and past, present, future. It's just, again, we're showing a progression of something. Okay. Oh, wow. This is powerful. Okay, so I'm not going to pause. I'm just going to continue here. So we will expand on this. What I am initially seeing, I'm going to flat out just tell you what the cards are, because this has meaning. The first card is the universe, or I think that represents the world in the traditional tarot. We have the universe, we have new beginnings, and we have material harvest. Okay, and so first off, we don't quite have an answer to the question, what will people think of me? We don't have an answer to that yet. What we do see is we see that we do see that when you embark on an aligned journey with your soul, right? So wherever you feel called to go, and this could stem back to, something that you knew, something that was showing up for you ever since you were a kid, or maybe it's just a year ago, who knows? But at some point in your journey, feeling called to move in a certain direction, taking that action, and you reap the rewards. You reap the rewards. You're guided and led by the light, and you are provided for. You manifest a life of abundance. When you follow what is true for you, you manifest a life of abundance. This is awesome sauce. Okay. And I use that phrase. Okay. I use that phrase. Okay. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. We have, emotional withdrawal. Going within. Stepping away from the drama. Allowing your mind to be calmed. Even allowing the emotions to calm down. And as I say that, you always want to feel your feelings, but we want to be mindful of like, what are our emotions telling us too? No feeling has to longer, doesn't have to linger. That's what I meant to say. Longer. I don't know why I said that. And that's not saying there's anything wrong if you've been feeling something that's not comfortable for a prolonged time. But the point of what I'm saying is we do have the ability to shift and to learn more about what our emotions are telling us and deliberately choose to go in a different direction. And when we take time to slow down, go within, meditate, pray, get quiet with yourself, feel it to heal it, that allows new energy and flow to come through. So, I'm gonna pull a Gateway Oracle card. So we're still going with the question, what will people think of me? I see the message, the answer to that already shaping up, but let's see what else. And we'll come to some sort of conclusion towards the end. And as always, these messages are for you to support you in drawing your own conclusions as well of what does this mean for you? It's always take what resonates, leave what does not. Okay, let's see what message wants to come through in support of today's reading. Love it. We have sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. Sharing of yourself. I'm an incredibly generous being. And we see a girl riding a zebra. And she has what looks like a kind of like, well, I was going to say it looks like a tutu, like a ballet skirt. But she also has gloves on. And so this could be someone who's going to some sort of fancy event. It's about showing your stripes. You might be a little bit of this and a little bit of that, or a lot of this and a lot of that, right? And you might be in the space of going, what are people going to think of me? When you start to showcase another side of you that maybe you've never shared before. This girl is sitting on one side of the zebra and not the other. You may have been used to showcasing, sharing one aspect of your life or your personality, your identity, your gifts, your talents, and are on the brink of making the decision to showcase another part of you. And this zebra, notice this zebra is like leaping forward. This isn't just a gentle walk, is leaping forward, allowing all of you to take that leap, to show up, to share more of who you are. There's so much light and vibrancy that comes through when people showcase another aspect of who they are. That's what I experience when I see other people who, maybe you've only known them as this way. And then you're like, oh my gosh, they have this whole other like creative side, right? Or this whole other genius aspect of who they are. That is so awesome. So awesome to see. And I know how scary that can be too. For me, it was coming out of the spiritual closet. And it was very scary. It's very scary. Let's see if there's another gateway card that wants to come through. And we'll just do that again anyway. Let's see, is there another gateway oracle that wants to come through? And there may not be. Okay, that's okay. We're going to move along. We're going to move along to a spirit animal because we have that zebra showing up. And let's see. Okay, what spirit animal wants to come through in support of answering this question? What will people think of me? What will people think of me? What message do you have for you today? What message do they have for you today? Okay, here's one thing I'm getting. Yeah, okay. The question isn't being answered directly. Okay, this might sound kind of harsh. Maybe you're thinking this too. The question isn't being answered directly, at least not yet, because it's a waste of our time to be focusing on what are other people going to think of you. That's not where all the value is. That's not where all the color, the juiciness, the awesomeness is. That's not where the light is. And yet it's a valid question, right? Like, and when I say it's a valid question is because so many of us can relate to it, right? And there could be certain, you may have an awareness of certain repercussions that might happen as a result, other people's actions or things that may take place as a result of you sharing your creativity, sharing more of yourself with the world. And, oh goodness, would you be able to handle that? What if that happens, right? Then what, right? Those things are scary. So that's what I mean by it's a valid question, because it's better to be aware of what the I'm going to say limiting beliefs are, what the questions are, it's to be aware of what the fears are, so that we can move beyond them, so that we can feel the feelings and understand what's taking place, and then redirect our thinking, redirect our mindset. Okay, now with that, let's see if there's another spirit animal that wants to come through. What spirit animal wants to come through in support of these people sharing more of themselves? Is there one that wants to pop out? Or do you want me to just pull one? Okay, I think that's a yes. Okay, let's see. Let me just pull one. Spider spirit, make your dreams real. Number 56. And spiders, as they create that web, all the dots connect. And yeah, make your dreams real. Share yourself. Make it real. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's move on. Let's move along to another deck. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Give me just a second. I'm going to pause. I'll be right back. Okay, I grabbed a few more decks. We're going to now pull a card from the Prism Oracle and see what imagery, what colors, what else wants to show up in service to this message. Oh, what will people think of me? That is so funny to me. This is so funny to me that they aren't popping out. I'm going to pull another one. I think it's because they know that this question is, it's beyond that question. Okay, I pulled two cards. What do we have? We have, we have death, and we have trust. Allow all the thinking and the thoughts that don't serve you to die, to go, to be released, to transform, and trust. Trust in who you are. It's really not about other people and what they think. It's really not. Right? No matter how much you may try to hide yourself, or even, if there's some sort of belief that by hiding yourself, you are controlling or limiting other people thinking certain things about you, or controlling what they think about you. We can't ever really do that, right? Like no one can fully control you and your thoughts, just like you can't with other people's thoughts. So it's like a futile thing, right? So we want to let that stuff go. We want to let that let that be reabsorbed back into the earth, to be transmuted back into something that is regenerative, that, we're going to allow the universe to to transmute the energy and to generate something new. And your job is to trust in who you are, trust in your dreams and the guidance that you are receiving. I want to see if there's one more from this deck. Let's see if something pops out. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Let's see, one more. Okay, maybe two more. We have movement and we have success. This is what awaits you when you move. And movement can be anything. Movement can be you shifting your thoughts, right? This thought that doesn't serve me being focused on what other people think. Look, I will tell you, just full transparency, I got hung up on that for way longer than was serving me. And I won't get into just all the details of it, but God, when I realized wow, I got really hung up on just the fear component, right? Of doing my thing, putting myself out there, doing the thing I always knew I was supposed to do, right? But allowing it to transform into what it was meant to be. And that was, anyway, when you move, when you shift your thoughts from the thoughts that don't serve you to thoughts that do serve you, wow, you being more of you sharing more of who you are with the world is a beautiful, exciting thing. You making your dreams a reality is inspiring to other people, reminds them they have permission to make their dreams a reality too. You being more of you adds more color and light and hope to our world. And so thoughts that get in the way of that, thoughts such as, oh my gosh, what are other people going to think? Or, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough, or if this is good enough, or right? Or you comparing what you do or who you are with anybody else, or what anybody else has created. No one else is you, and therefore you are no one else. And just as bright as someone else, I know I'm kind of giving a little lecture, right? Let me just, I'll finish soon. Okay. As amazing as other people are, you have your own amazingness in you. Yes, you do. Absolutely. And so that's where your time and energy is best spent, right? If you aren't aware of what that is, then that's where you want to be. You want to be, where is it? You want to be taking that time to go within and learn more about who you are. If you don't already know, right? Learn what your gifts are. Learn what your next direction to move is. And then take that action, shifting those thoughts, allowing the emotions to shift and taking actual physical action. And that can be anything. It could be simply doing the thing. It might be, maybe it's going to school for you in support of whatever you're creating. Maybe it's, reaching out to more people, making more connections. Maybe it's researching the thing that you want to do more of. Maybe you know the direction, but you're not quite sure where to get started. There's so much information out there. And tuning in and allowing yourself to receive guidance through your intuition to also give you, I want to say visuals, right? So sometimes when we tune within, we get pictures and glimpses into what to do or who to connect with, or and hello, when you move, you're going to attain success. Look at that. I love the simplicity of this. We see a sun and a rainbow, and of course it's all one color. But what this is telling me is red corresponds to your root chakra, your base chakra, which is all about your security and, feeling safe and supported and that kind of thing. And that's what we have surrounding this as well. Your material harvest it's rooted in you being grounded, you being aligned, harvesting in the physical, When you clear out whatever is getting in the way of you feeling scared or apprehensive, overthinking what other people might think, you're going to have a more solid inner foundation from which you're creating upon. That was beautiful. I love this. I love this. Okay, let's pull. We're going to pull where are we with time? We're at 20 minutes. Okay. We're going to pull from the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. I'm going to highlight this first. Look at that crown. Look at that crown. You got to put your own crown on your own head. You deserve it. It really starts from you first. Yeah, look at this. Bottom of the deck. Morning. The world awaits you. The world is waiting for you and your gifts. Okay, let's see. Just feel that. You feel that? Feel that? Like whatever's being liberated off of you, whether it be the question of what are other people going to think, or anything else that you feel is kind of tripping you up, getting in the way of you moving and allowing that kind of stuff to die, to go. Okay, we already have the next card. I'm not sure how I was going to finish that sentence, but look what we have here. Sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. Release those limiting beliefs, worries, doubts, fears, and paint that sun back into your sky. This is your life. It's number 11. Allow yourself to walk through that portal. As much as we are in co-creation with God, universe, spirit, you are the physical human aspect of that. And that is one reason why it's so important for us to know that it's our job to take action. So you don't want to just be mindlessly doing a bunch of action without tuning in first, because then you're spinning your wheels, you're overworking yourself, that's not the optimal way. You want to align with the energy, tune in first, get that guidance, that inspiration, that insight of, okay, how am I going to do this? And as I say, how, I'm just simply saying, what's the next best step for me to take, right? You don't have to know all of it. You don't have to, and we don't typically know all of it, right? So it's just, what's that one next best step, right? And so once you have that, then you move, but then you take that action. And the thing is, we sometimes can get tripped up by this part, like still not sure if I've received the right guidance. But when you start to notice repetitive patterns, that you're getting the same message over and over and over and over, that's likely your guidance. So that's the message. That's the next step. And so take action on that, right? And sometimes then we can go, well, then what's the right action? Because I could do, 5 different things in response to this guidance. Any of them. Just take some action. Because as you put one foot in front, then you're going to get what the next step is. And the next step. It's a new beginning. And so any action you take, the universe is then going to support you in bringing more things onto your path. So what I'm really getting from this is that action component. It really requires you to release the things that don't serve you, to tune into your heart. Your heart has a ripple effect. When you listen to it, when you trust your heart, what your heart is telling you. Now look at this, kind of got that rainbow there too. Put the color back into your world. I don't know if maybe there's an LGBTQIA+ reference here as well. There's a lot of circles here too. Okay, so let's see. We already got 2 from this deck, but let's see what else. Let's see what else. Is there another message from this deck that wants to come out? I actually, oh, okay. Oh, we got the same one. Oh my God, this is awesome. So again, sun just popped out, literally. And you know what came with it? 45 throne. Your potential is endless. We talked about putting that crown on your head. This is you sitting at the helm, sitting on your throne with your crown. Your potential is limitless, endless, infinite. You are worthy. No one else can sit on your throne. So much of this is, I mean, that's the thing. We get tripped up by thinking that even if other people try to take something away from you, okay? So whatever, right? Or maybe you think that, oh, someone else is doing what you want to do and therefore they have it and you don't. Let that thinking go. There are many people who do similar things and no one will ever do it like you, ever. That's the uniqueness of what you bring to what you do. That's your authenticity, your beauty, your shine, your glow. This is you putting your face forward. There is no other you. Oh my gosh. Okay. 26 minutes. Let's we're gonna pull a divine beloved oracle card. I think we'll do about 2 more cards, maybe 3. We'll see. Okay, let's see here. These tend to have prayers on them. So let's see. Okay. What message wants to come through in service to everyone today? Allowing your breath to be this abundant resource that can come in and support you in shifting your beliefs. When I say beliefs, the thoughts that, right, aren't really serving you. And reacclimating to those that do. You might feel uncomfortable at first, and that's okay, right? You're getting used to something new. We know that's how it is, right? Anytime we do something new, there's a degree of having to get used to it. Okay, let's see. Is there one that's going to pop out from here, or am I? Okay, I'm probably going to have to look at that. Look at that. They want me to pick it. Okay. Soulmate. I am one who trusts. Interesting. Let me see. Okay. It says, allow me, divine beloved, to trust that the perfect person has already been selected. In the right place and time, we shall meet, for you know every true desire of my heart. May I only wish for what you wish for me. So there may be some element of today's conversation that has to do with you coming together with another person. So we could simply, if we're talking about what will other people think of me, in say sort of a professional or creative sense, this could be, rest assured, the right people who are meant to be on your path are going to come on your path. We have trust. And I am one who trusts. If you have a hard time trusting in yourself or trusting in others, this could be an affirmation for you. I am one who trusts. And if you are putting yourself back out there, maybe you're newly divorced or single, and you are wanting to, be part of a relationship, a partnership again. And maybe for whatever reason, something about you and you're questioning, like, what are people going to think of me? I want to first just encourage you to have some self-compassion because you're beautiful and perfect and whole just as you are. And that would be the first thing, is for you to come into resonance with that, with your amazingness, with, your birthright to wear your crown, to sit on your throne just as you are. The right person is going to show up at the right time, and they're going to love you. They're not going to be someone who's contributing to certain thoughts that would lead you to think, what are they thinking of me, right? There's someone who's going to embrace you, accept you. They're going to love the things about you that they love about you, and they'll be willing to accept the things about you that maybe aren't so awesome, right? We all have like this and that, right? But they're going to accept you. They're going to embrace you. They're going to love you. And so part of your job is you first to love you. When you love you, it's so much easier to attract another person who's going to love you. If you're questioning you, though, then there's greater chance you're going to attract someone who's also questioning you. And so, we don't want that, right? Heck no. You deserve better. You deserve someone who, I'm going to say, is worthy of you, okay? Worthy of you, aligned with you. And so we want that person who's going to be the best aligned match for you. And okay, that could go in a whole other direction, right? We won't do that. Okay, let's do that's right. I was going to do this too. Okay, we're going to do a Spirit Oracle first, and then I may close with an Ask Your Guides card. Let's see, Spirit Oracle. Bottom of the deck says, you are eternally loved. Okay, maybe this is the card. It says, you are eternally loved and held within the palm of creation. Feel my presence beside you, my dear friend, for I am with you and you are in my heart always. Eternal love. Okay, so that looks like Jesus, doesn't it? And I'm recording this on Easter. You are loved, you are seen, you are already approved of. It doesn't matter what other people think. Right? When and this is not intended to be a religious message, okay? But we know that Jesus is a beacon of love and light, right? If you think of it as, if you are a religious person, then you know that Jesus loves and accepts you as you are. If you're not a religious person, same goes for the universe, the divine. You are seen. You are seen and approved of already as you are. You came to this earth as you are. And when I say as you are, I'm talking about those things that are innately, inherently who you are at the core, the part of you that, feels aligned and whole and unleashed and all of that, right? We're not talking about the part of you that's might be hanging on to the past and is feeling sad and wounded and all of that, right? Those are things to move through and evolve through from the human journey. And again, no shame for, for however long you may have held on to certain things. Human journey is a thing, isn't it? The point is whoever you see is that loving energy that is greater than you. You are already loved and approved of as you are. Let's see if there's one more card that wants to come through this deck. Is there one more that wants to come through this deck? Okay, what do we have? We have free will. Free will. It says the answer is no, yet you have free will. Your decisions are your own, so choose wisely and be responsible for the path you take. Meditate. What does your heart say? So You may have been asking a question, looking for an answer. And, what I'm really getting is I was just talking about the human journey, right? And as humans, as much as we may feel called to go in a certain direction, we have that free will to choose to deny it and not move in a certain direction. We have free will to keep our eyes closed, so to speak, and to not move in a certain direction. And when we do that, that's going to most likely contribute to us staying in that space of like, oh my goodness, what are other people going to think of me? And staying trapped of in some way, staying stagnant, staying not feeling free and expanded. And so you have free will, and you get to, let's say you get an answer. Let's say you meditate and go within, you get an answer, and you're like, okay, I get that. That sounds that like on one level that makes sense. And yet maybe you realize you're still not ready for that, right? You have free will to go at your own pace. You have free will to modify and switch things up. Set your intention of, maybe you've decided, yes, you're going to make your dreams come true and share more of yourself. But, maybe you're going to have to, modify the journey a little bit, or explore a little here, explore a little there, kind of, right? Kind of ease your way into it as you go. You get to choose that. So this doesn't have to be a wrong card, right? This doesn't have to be like, oh, you're wrong for not doing 100% of what the guidance was that you received when you went within. This is your life. You do get to choose. You get to choose. And even if you choose to do something slightly different from maybe what your guidance gave you, and again, you are responsible for your own decisions, right? So I think it said it on here. Choose wisely and be responsible, right? You're responsible for that. But when you're guided by your intention of like, okay, I'm moving in that direction, but I'm going to maybe, chart my own course there a little bit. You get to do that. You get to do that. You get to course correct. You get to modify as you go. It's up to you. And you'll decide, what's best for you as you go. And I just want to say, too, though, when we're tuning into spirit, we get not the answers don't always make sense. And so there is value in trusting certain things that you get. And again, you're responsible for what you choose to take action on, what you choose to believe. It's the more we clear out the limiting beliefs and the things that get in the way of our ability to receive clear intuition, the quicker our progress can be. The more we can see, oh my gosh, I was told to, go in this one direction. It didn't make sense, but I chose to trust and move and do it. And wow, I'm just blown away at the success I had with that, when maybe you weren't able to see it because through our human eyes, we are limited in certain ways. And that's why that guidance from above is so helpful, because God, the universe, can see more. Our angels can see more than beyond what we can see. Okay, I feel like I'm just, sorry, I'm gonna, okay, let's see, we're gonna do an Ask Your Guides. The card right here, Victory, Divine Helpers. Okay, I feel like this is the message. Victory, Divine Helpers. This is you having success. Okay, this person is like in the spotlight, and your guides are like, bringing stars and magic and awesomeness, shining that light on you because you've chosen to share more of yourself. And see the person in the middle holding flowers. Like, you're being rewarded. You're being rewarded. You are assured of victory and success when you release the thoughts that don't serve you. And you say, you know what? I'm going to make my dreams real. This was fun. I hope you found it fun. I could pull more cards, but I think this is pretty okay. We're gonna do one more card. We're gonna do a guardian angel message. Let's close with that. And as always, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you choosing to take some time with me today. And if you enjoyed this, I would so appreciate a like, thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you're taking away from it. And if you know someone else who would enjoy this, feel free to share it with them. And if you're looking for some coaching, some support on your journey forward, check out my custom meditations and coaching sessions available. The links are in the description box below to my website and all of that. Okay, what is the angel message that wants to come through as we close out today's conversation? I actually think it was this one here. What does this say? We got this the other day. Positive outcome. Hello. There's so much light and success to really support you in saying, who cares what other people think? Who cares? It's about you and what you think. Your assured success, victory, positive outcome. Let's read the card. It says, at this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. So for anybody who's in the space of feeling a barrage of emotions, it's never about denying your emotions. You feel what you feel. You allow that to be. And then you want to get yourself back into this space of feeling better. And again, like I said, if you want help with that, reach out to me, okay? But darling, you be you. You be you. It's about you and what you think. Are there affirmations coming up for you that you think are something that you'd start to like to affirm for yourself? Let me know down in the chat. I'd love to hear what affirmations are coming up for you. That would be supportive to you. Okay, have an amazing day. I will see you again very, very soon.